if you ask anybody living in that town if they want to be buried in the cemetery, they'll tell you no.
Why is that?
Because they're living. What's going on, everybody? It is Derek, Maddy, Earth and Stone, and we are on a mission, like quite literally a mission. We are in Mission Cemetery. Is that the name of this place, or Mission Burial?
Mission Burial Park Cemetery.
As far as cemeteries go, this is probably one of the most beautiful cemeteries. I mean, it is just laid out so nicely. Take a look around. Everything is so clean, so organized, well spaced out. So we're here to do a minimal amount of exploring. We do have some specifics in mind. And Maddy has just taken the time to introduce me to someone.
Yeah, y'all gonna meet the Pops today. Derek just met the Pops and the Grams. And the Gramps.
They were very nice.
Very quiet.
I didn't feel any animosity. Very welcoming. They said, "Join us, boy." I'm like, wait, hold it. Wait.
This is my dad.
A handsome man, to be sure.
You've heard the story of omens and why I got into the paranormal. And it started right here. Pops.
I didn't hear about this.
And over here is Grandma and Grandpa, which we miss so much, and we miss the Pops as well.
Tony Romo.
Feels like a long time.
And Sonia Briseño. There's the Briseño connection. All right. In case you guys didn't know, through marriage, I'm related to the Briseños, so there's a very slim but very possible chance that through marriage, Maddy and I are cousins.
We're cousins.
Grandma was beautiful, man. Was your grandpa was in the Air Force?
And you fought in Korea.
Whoa.
You even met George Bush Sr.
Really? Very nice. The bench, is that part of the...
Yes.
It's okay. Very nice. Thank you, Maddy, for introducing us.
Thank you.
The thing I've noticed is that the names for this area are very unique. Tar Button. There's a name I've never heard in my life. But they seem like they were pretty prominent to have a headstone like this. Here's something I don't see every day. Look at this thing. Wow. Luby. I'm being serious when I ask, does this have anything to do with the Luby restaurants? Barclay Goldsberry. This is a very stunning monument here. An obelisk. Man, I'm gonna have to look up the name on this one. It's a hot day here, but when you're in the shade, under the trees, they're giving off the CO2, it feels a little cooler, a little more relaxed. The surrounding area is just amazing. When I was younger, I used to look at these places like really dark and kind of evil places, but no, they're places of peace and rest. Maddy would agree, I think.
Yes.
I'm just wondering what this is all about. No, these ain't little babies. There's a whole bunch. I thought this was tiled. I thought somebody put tiles on this, but they're all little headstones for this little area here. little tiny area. This, I'm gonna take a guess here, Maddie, and I'm gonna say these are all cremated.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm guessing because they're all very close together, so I'm thinking that their ashes went here. It's too close to have bodies together, caskets and stuff. I don't know, is this against the rules to do this? Because I don't know. There we go. So Maddie's gonna show me this monument here. She described it. It sounded really, really beautiful, so I want to see it for myself. And there it is, in all its glory. Maddie described this to me. She said, "You gotta see this one." She was right. I did. I had to see it in person. It was very nice. Very beautiful. And it is for a doctor. Dr. R. Gabbanis. Am I saying that right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Let me get back here so you can get a better look at the structure. Yeah, that's amazing. This ain't recent. In everlasting memory of my loving husband, Dr. Ricardo Gabbanis, 1869 to 1928. I don't know, I would have thought that this was more recent, but no. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is the final resting place of Jennifer, Shannon, Martha, and Ernest Mann. And they were victims of an extremely horrible crime back in 1988. And we will talk about that now.
The Mann family was a big case here in San Antonio, Texas. I remember 1980, it was all a buzz about the Mann family and a trailer park over on the south side. Shannon's was one of the Mann. She was the oldest sister of the family, and she was dating Lorenzo, Navarez, Leo, and he got upset because she started talking to somebody else because they were together for a long time.
Leo Navarez broke into the house of the Mann family, and fueled on coke and beer, he went on a rampage and started stabbing everybody. Shannon at the time was 17, Jennifer, her sister, was 19, Martha, 14, Ernest was 11. Ernest is her little brother, 11 years old. He got the worst of it. Apparently he was trying to defend his sisters. So when he died bludgeoned. He was beaten about the head, and he had somewhere between 65 and 68 stab wounds. And when they found his body, he had the knife stuck in his neck. So he was trying to fight this guy. The attack was so brutal that the knives broke off into the bodies. So that they found pieces of knives in them. It was an absolute bloodbath.
I remember hearing also that Mom comes home after hearing that this is happening in the house, opens the door, and it was so bloody that the blood was spilling out. But that is what I do recall hearing back in the 80s. And hearing that as a kid kind of like stuck with me, and I think that's why this case sticks with me, is because it was something as a kid that's kind of traumatizing. You hear something like that, and that's just something you hear. Now, Shannon, Jennifer, Ernest, Martha, all brothers and sisters. In my head, when I hear the details of the story, is that they're all defending each other. They're all trying to help each other. And I know Jennifer was the first to go. She passed away first because she's the one that stabbed Leo in the leg. And Shannon calls into the police department and says, "My ex-boyfriend's in here, just killed my sister, and he's beating everybody up." By the time they get there, everybody's gone. Everybody's stabbed. The brother got the worst of it. I'm sure he tried to do the best he could, imagination worse than reality. The mother, I believe she was with the ex-husband at the time somewhere else, and that's why she wasn't home, and I'm sure she would have perished as well. I do know when Leo was executed, that George Bush had just cleared Henry Lee Lucas and said, okay, you don't have to die. You don't have to go to death row. You're just going to live for the rest of your life in prison. Next week, Leo's executed. I think that's
The father had made plans after Narvaez was arrested. He stole lawn chairs and hoses to get picked up on a theft charge so he could go to Bear County Jail and kill Narvaez there. But he didn't know that Narvaez had been sent to death row 24 hours before his plan was effective. So he never got a chance to do that. Narvaez was executed by lethal injection in 1988, so justice was carried out. But will it ever be enough for the family? I would guess no. It'll never be enough because they will never get the show. See, there it says together forever. Jennifer L., Shannon L., Martha A., and Ernest A. Ernest A., we're proud of you, son. Lil Ephraim. Yeah, I'd be proud of him too. 11 years old. Not a lot of 11-year-olds would be brave enough to jump in the way of a maniac who's attacking their sisters, but he put them before himself. No greater sacrifice than to lay down your life for a brother or a sister in this case. God bless them all, and God bless their parents who probably think about this every single day. Well, this has been probably one of the more eye-opening experiences as far as I'm concerned. What did you think of it?
You know, I know there'll be more in the future. Hearing the stories, but seeing the reality are two different things. Being here in person and seeing the graves just is more than the story can do. You know, just hearing the rumors, just hearing the gossip, seeing them, their final resting place, that's hard.
For me, it's like one thing to read the story, like Maddie said, but then it's like it humanizes them in a way that you can't imagine. I mean, the only thing really separating us is like we never knew them personally. We didn't go to any of the funeral services or anything, but to know that they're here because of this terrible tragedy, it kind of closes that gap a little bit, if that makes sense. I'm sure everybody here has a story, but this one is, well, it captured everybody's attention back in the 80s. So Maddie remembers it quite well, don't you?
I do.
And thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it always, and let's see where the next place takes us. Take care.